Good day, my name is Lydia and you're watching Open Studio right here on Cape Town TV. Today in studio with me I have two amazing ladies who are running a non-profit organization called Babesgotbytes. What they do is they go about teaching young ladies how to code. Okay, before we get into the interview, I'd like you to introduce yourselves.
Okay, good day everyone. I'm Gxagxa. I'm currently data analyst at Gxagxa, also a Babesgotbytes co-founder, whereby we teach young girls coding.
Okay, yes.
Oh, and thank you for having us on the show. My name is Lihle, Menzeleli. I am currently studying at Project Codex. I'm doing a Java software development course, and I'm also a web developer, and I'm also the co-founder of Babesgotbytes.
All right.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's watching, who has no idea what coding is, like myself, I do not know what coding is. Never heard of it. Well, I've heard of it, but I've never came across coding. And so please tell us, what is coding?
Coding is telling a computer how to program things, how to create games, how to create websites, and also the things that are happening, like how to connect the microwave in order to be able to start and in order to be able to stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, computers are dumb. They don't know they cannot do anything without human interaction. So we as humans have to do, you have to type in the computer in order to tell it what to do.
And how do you tell it what to do? Sorry, I need to get your name straight. You are Amanda?
Yes.
And you are Lihle?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So how do you tell a computer what to do?
A computer programming has different languages that it listens to and understand. We have Java, we have JavaScript, we have HTML, we have CSS, we have a lot of them. So in order for you to be able to create a program on computer, you have to know one of those languages so you can be able to interact with computer. Then the computer will change all the things that you're telling it to do and make them into game that you want it to be. And also it will change it to a website if you want a website.
Okay, so all these things you do with your fingers.
Yes.
You don't like really literally speak,
Yeah,
don't you?
you don't
Okay.
really speak.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Let's get into your organization. Why the name Babesgotbytes?
The name Babesgotbytes. We just wanted something that's not cliche. We want a name that is fun.
What would be cliche for you?
Like girls code,
Okay.
coding. So we wanted something different.
Fun. Like
Okay.
babes got bites, as in girls, we got the bites.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. So you came up with a name, and
Yes.
why did you actually think of starting this organization? I mean, you wake up one day and like, I want to teach girls how to code.
Yeah.
Is it because you're studying for this thing, or is it it's an idea that you just want young girls to be able to, yeah.
So last year we were at Project Codex, and what we found that a lot, it's a very male-dominated industry, right?
Okay.
And they're not really motivated. And all these tech events that we go to, we find that it's very male-dominated. Like you hardly ever find a female in these tech events. And I remember attending this other event last year, this other conference, and there was no female speaker, only males. I mean, out of so many women in the tech industry, but you still find that you hardly ever find like females in the industry.
Yes.
So that was something.
You sound feisty. You sound feisty.
No, like seriously.
Yeah, no, I understand. What I would like us to do is just not, rush. I want the viewers to actually get what you're saying. So if you could just relax and calm down and just speak normally. Okay. So when was the organization started, Amanda?
We started the organization last year, October.
Mm-hmm.
When we started it, we went to a hackathon, which was for Girl Code Hackathon. Then that's where we realized that, okay, we need girls. There were a few girls in Cape Town. The hackathon was in Joburg, Cape Town, and Durban. But in Cape Town, we only had 8 groups of the hackathon for girls. So we decided that, okay, we should create this so we teach everyone, because around our communities, there are few people who know about coding. For example, in Guguletu, I stay in Guguletu, the few people, they don't know what I'm doing. I'd always try to explain it, they don't know it.
Yeah.
And what we've come up, we've thought of this, there's this fourth industrial coming thing. So we won't be, people won't be able to create things. They do not know AI, which is everything will be happening in tech. So we decided that we teach every girls the coding in the disadvantaged communities.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I also don't even know what AI
Yeah.
is. Is it based in Gxagxa?
Yeah, we're based in Gxagxa.
And why is that?
There's no specific reason why it's based in Gxagxa. It's just that we're close to Gxagxa, so you wanted a school that we're going to be able to access easily. Yeah.
Well, are you thinking to cater to other people who are not from, is it less privileged? Yeah, underprivileged.
Yeah.
Yeah, that term. Are you willing to cater to other girls who are not from the local communities like Gxagxa and stuff? Like, are you
Yes.
willing to like expand?
Yes, we are.
Since we're starting at the moment, we're currently at Gxagxa, so as we expand, we want to reach out to other areas as well.
Okay.
But also currently we have girls from Bela, we have girls from Khayelitsha, we have girls from Nyanga that attend to Gxagxa schools.
Yeah. What has been the challenges in starting this organization?
The challenges are the equipment. We have less equipment. We still need more. We don't have internet. We don't have laptops, using the old computers from schools, and they lack the internet. The internet is very slow. But yeah, we're doing this.
And working together, how is that? I feel that's another challenge. I remember being part of this organization where time was not valued at all, because I feel like time is vital. Time was not valued. We say we're going to do this, but we never do it. We say we want to do this, but we don't do it. We want sponsors, we want this, we want that, but it never happens. So how has that been, working together? I mean, you both have the same background, yes, and maybe the same vision and same goal, but how is working together is?
Yeah, working together
Like-
is sometimes challenging, but we always have the boundaries that if you don't do A and B, then we'll do this. So you know, if you didn't do something, if you didn't come early on time, then we know what we're doing about you. Then you have to compromise the time.
Yeah,
So we always set rules.
on what to do, and this
Yeah.
is what we want to do, and this is the vision and stuff. So we're going to take a quick ad break, and we'll continue this conversation just after the break. So viewers at home, please do not go anywhere. We are coming right back. Welcome back to Open Studio. My name is Lihle. If you just joined us, I am here with two beautiful ladies who run a non-profit organization called Babesgotbytes, and we are talking about coding, programming, all the technical stuff that I am really not familiar with. So I want to speak about, why do you think this is an industry that girls are supposed to get into, and why do you feel there's a need that they should learn?
Yeah, there is a need because in fourth industrial revolution, there will be a need of tech. Even now, if we can check, some banks have some oh please.
I mean, we talk about the fourth industrial
Yes,
revolution.
let's talk about that. Like, I
Okay.
need to be
Yeah, we talk about the
familiar with that.
fourth industrial revolution, but we don't even know, like
What
a
that
lot of
is.
people don't even know what that is.
Yes.
And we talk about coding, and a lot of people don't know what they don't even know how to work with computers. So I think getting into coding is the right thing to do, because we've seen that a lot of banks have been retrenching, right? A lot of people. Like I know Standard Bank has retrenched about 2,000 employees, and another bank, which FNB also did retrenching, and a lot of people are losing their jobs
Okay.
because because
Technology industry is taking place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back, just one step back. What is fourth industrial
Revolution.
evolution?
Okay, when you talk about fourth industrial revolution, is whereby there will be robots. If you've heard that, there will be robots that will do things. So, if that robot will do your work, then what are you going to do? You will lose a job. Now we need to start doing things that will help us when those robots are existing. So you need to know how to create that robot. Take this as an advantage of having more skills.
What?
Yes.
Is that really gonna, I mean, I hear about that, but is that really?
Yeah, if you knew, Mercedes-Benz in East London have created a robot, and they were checking if how much time does the robot take than the normal person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're losing jobs.
Wow.
But the important thing is to take that as an advantage to us.
I am
And do
mind
something.
blown. I am mind blown. So tell us about the mission and the vision of Babesgotbytes. Let's talk about that in detail.
Okay, we've seen that a lot of people in the townships and rural areas struggle a lot with using computers. They are not computer literate, right? So we want to teach computer literacy to those kids, because now, I mean, we're talking about the fourth industrial revolution, but they don't even know the basics of computers.
Yeah.
So we want to start with the basics of computers, right? Then after that, they can learn coding, and then design skills and all that.
Yeah. And how are you implementing this vision and this mission with the girls that you are working with?
So right now, we're currently at Gxagxa High School. We have classes every Saturday from 9 till 12 o'clock. So we teach coding, which is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So they get to design their own websites and get to work with cool stuff, create their own games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come up with solutions that can solve our problems that we have in South Africa, but solving them using technology.
Oh, okay. And do you have an age group?
Yeah.
And
It's right now
We've
high
started from
school,
13,
but then
from 13 years upwards.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm going back to the question that I asked. The communities right now, how far have you gone with reaching the girls in the community? How many communities now are you tackling? 1, 2, 3?
right now we're still at one, Guguletu.
We're still at Guguletu, but anyone who's interested to come can come.
Okay.
As I said, we have girls from Pela, we have girls from Nyanga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what skills do I need to actually be in this industry? I mean,
So
Yeah.
but if you want to get into
yes.
computer programming, what skills you need? You don't
have to have
really-
skills,
you don't really
but
need
what
to-
we do, we start, if you don't have a computer skills, we start with digital skills, teaching digital skills, then we introduce you into coding.
yeah.
Because you can't code if you don't know how computer works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about your slogan. It's very powerful. Why that slogan? And yeah.
Okay, the reason behind is we are empowering girls to event for future. So our main focus is empowering girls. What we've seen is that girls have the skills, have the knowledge, but they have low confidence. So we want to empower the girls in order to have the confidence so that they can be able to do anything, and they know that they can do anything as long as they can. Yeah.
And have you fulfilled that slogan?
Yeah, I think, yeah, we have fulfilled
Have
that
you
slogan.
have like girls who come up to you and be like,
Yes,
Yes.
a lot of them, they're really interested. I mean, right now, there's this other girl, she's doing matric, and she wants to get into coding, so we are helping her to get into, to do a tertiary course in tertiary,
yeah.
in university.
In terms of promoting this industry to girls, how are you going about that?
We usually host events tech events. Like last year, we started hosting these events last year. So last year we hosted a robotic event whereby we invited, but since we were starting last year, we invited everyone, male and females. So we invited people to come over, whereby we invited other speakers that are successful in the industry to share their journey in the tech industry and the challenges that they face in the tech industry. And also we were also working with helping them. We also had a workshop where they were working with robots, creating cool stuff using Arduinos and robots.
And these things that you can actually like create them.
We can create them,
live, and you see them. Like,
yes.
it's functioning.
So
that's
last year we
coding.
were creating a robot. On that robot, it was a combination of Arduinos, electronics, and also the JavaScript HTML code. So on that robot, what we're doing, it has, as we know, robot has amber, red, and green. So when you are in the middle of it has a sensor. So when you are in the middle of a sensor, then it turns to orange. When you verify, it turns to green. When you nearby, it turns to red. So that's how they see.
And these are girls doing this. This is mind-blowing. I am mind-blown. I'm in awe. But we'll continue with our conversation just after the break. Welcome back. You're still watching Open Studio right here on Cape Town TV. My name is Lydia, and in studio we're talking about coding, programming, computers, robots with Babesgotbytes. You are teaching in schools, right? Or at schools, in schools. That's a learning area. Like already that there's learning taking place, education taking place. Why did you choose to go to schools rather than calling the young girls to wherever you are?
So we chose in the schools because they will have the principal who will tell them why coding, and the principal is convincing them. We know that the teenagers ain't good at attending all those things that are interesting. They don't like things that are interesting more than going out and partying out. So when they got something from school, they will be interested in it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we targeted the schools.
And also we don't have our own place at the moment, so that's why we're using the school's resources.
But you are planning to?
Yeah, we are planning to do that.
Okay. You are teaching learners, right, to do professional IT working. Is it working IT? Why? And what's your goal in that?
Our goal is to see our learners in tech industries. Like for those who are doing matric now, we are very willing to let them, to apply for them at Codex, institutions like Codex, universities, and
Within Code.
Within Code. So those are the institutions with coding. So that's what we're doing. We want to see them prospering into this tech industry. Yeah.
And why do you think it's necessary for them to learn, to be in the IT industry?
Okay, I feel like we need more women in the tech industry. I mean, it's very demotivating when you go to a tech event and you're the only female in the room. It's really demotivating.
Yeah.
So we want to see more females in the tech industry.
And in future, we wouldn't like to see females staying at home, being a housewife, because they know nothing about technology.
Well, not really being housewives, maybe just venturing into like other, or going into other, a different industry.
Yeah.
Like myself, you know, or someone else who's like, okay, I want to do business, or I want to do tourism, I want to cook, I want to be a chef, I want to, you know, so not necessarily say they'll stay at home, and not just say that you just want them to know and see how fascinating IT is, because for me it wasn't. At school, I remember doing technology application. Is it technology application? I'm not sure. CAT, computer technology yes,
application.
that word. That word. See, I'm just saying, like, some women are not into it. Not really into it, but probably lack the skill. I mean, it took me 2 years.
They always feel like it's hard.
It took me 2 years to actually understand what I was doing at school. And I was like, okay, no, change, tourism, here we go. It's much easier that way, you know what I mean? But I want to talk about you individually. You said you're studying?
Studying at Codex, actually I am a data scientist at Acceleration.
And why did you just want to do that course?
I wanted to do that course because I saw that there's a few ladies in the industry, few blacks in the industry.
Black
also,
people?
Yes.
Okay.
So I wanted to know, why does white people fascinated to do this and why blacks can't do it?
Yeah.
So I saw that blacks can do this, but they are afraid of themselves. They're not sure if they can do it. So, and I wanted to prove them that I can do it. And so that everyone can see that any black people, any woman can do this.
Basically, any woman,
Yeah.
besides race and color and stuff,
Yes.
any woman can do what a man can do,
Yeah.
I guess. And why did you study what you studied?
I was doing financial information systems. I was doing my first year in varsity, doing financial information systems. So financial information systems is a combination of accounting and IT. And I was more interested in the IT side of things because it was fascinating. We were learning about how applications are made, and I wanted to learn how to hack computers, basically. I wanted to learn how applications are made. Like when you see an application like Facebook, I wanted to know how do these people do these applications? Like what is the process behind this application?
Yeah.
So that's what got me into coding. So I want to create my own things, my own websites, my own applications like Facebook. Yeah.
Okay. And what if I let's say for instance I am under you and I am learning what you're teaching me, what is my future like then? What can I go into?
There are different careers in the tech industry, not just computer programming. It can be data science,
Data analysis.
Yeah.
Let's talk about data science, because I am not familiar with that.
In data science, it's whereby you track the data of everything that is happening. If you're tracking the website, you track how often people get into the website, which button do they use, why do they click the button, how do they click, what leads them to click that button. If they're searching, what is the most thing that they're searching? So that's how you have to collect that data. Yeah.
Okay. Right. And you were still saying?
Artificial intelligence, what else?
Software development.
Software development, animations, and etc.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And what is the future now for Babesgotbytes? What are you planning ahead? What are your what do you want to do next? Expanding and all of that. Tell us about that.
Okay, right now we are currently in Gxagxa, right? So probably next year there's a lot coming for us. So next year we want to expand here in Cape Town, and then also to other provinces as well, because I've seen that like a lot of people have been calling us from other provinces as well, so they want us to come there, especially in the Eastern Cape, because like a lot of people are avoiding the Eastern Cape, so we actually want to go that side as well.
And where can we get you on social media?
On Twitter, it's at Babesgot, and on LinkedIn, it's Babesgotbytes, and on Facebook, Babesgotbytes.
Thank you so much, Babesgotbytes. Thank you so much for speaking to us, and thank you to the viewer for taking the time out and listening to us talking about coding, programming, computers, robots, and all that. My name is Lydia. This is Open Studio. Until next time, it's goodbye.